guys, can everybody hear me okay today? I hope so. I'm a little late. I was kind of watching something closely. I think if anybody's here, I'll explain in a minute. Just want to, if you can, just give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you can hear me okay.
Hi guys.
I appreciate it. Okay, actually, I think
today?
you can. I hope so. I'm a little late. I was kind of watching something closely. I think if anybody's here, I'll explain in a minute. Just want to, if you can, just give me a thumbs up. Okay, great. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. Put makeup on today. I haven't had makeup on in like forever. Okay, actually, I think so. Just for you guys, just for you ladies. I'm a little late. Let me go ahead. I was really excited. Our Jabber Jen just had her very first live, and I was glued to it. I didn't want to leave. I did say that I was going to go and get ready for our live here, but I was just kind of glued over there watching what was going on. You know, we got to take care of each other. So she was in really good hands, though. Some super awesome Canadians and Australians and Americans and all kinds of people were there watching her and taking care of her. So, hi Gabby, Franchella, Sarah. Good to see you, ladies. Thank you so much for being here. There's a little bit of a delay. I think that's my fault. But that's because I was delayed in joining you all. But thank you so much for being here. I feel a little discombobulated. Normally I take like 15 minutes to get ready and adjust, and there she is. There's Jen. Great job, Jen. I'm so proud of you. I was over there. Jen just did her very first live and she was a pro. I was mesmerized. She was doing amazing. Hi Bon Bon, good to see you. But you did a great job, Jen. She did her first live. And she's taken some song requests, I think. When I did finally disconnect the call, she's taken some song requests over there. But I hope you all had a good day. I just got off work not too long ago. Yeah, we were watching Jen as she was talking to Yaya and starting to get dinner ready. So let me tell you what I'm doing, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing, and hopefully what we're going to be doing. So I was going to do what I have in my description, a white, brown, and sage green baby blanket. But I was having trouble with one of the skeins, and I want to return it, and I want to make sure I can get the same lot. Dye lot, so I didn't work on it anymore. It was really odd. It's in my car now, so I don't forget to return it. It was like fraying, not frogging, not twisting, not turning, just regular crochet. It was fraying, which is really odd for that type of yarn. So I used a different color, and I didn't have any problems. Used a different color, didn't have any problems. So maybe it's just that one. Maybe it's really old. Not sure. But I'm not going to invest a whole bunch of time into it if I'm going to return it. So I am keeping the other two colors. And then I'll start to work on it again once I get it all figured out. So yeah. And Grandma's Crochet Corner is here. Barb, you would have been so proud of Jen. Jen was knocking people out of the park. She was assigning mods. She was cooking dinner. She was doing an amazing job. So Jen said, thank you all. I'm sorry, just practicing. The next time it'll be longer. Jen, you did amazing. You should have seen my first 5 times. I did not even save the recordings until finally I kept one, because I just had to do it to look back on and remember the struggles, and then hopefully look back and at the success. You know what I'm saying, right? Something to look back on. You did a great job, Jen. You did way better than I did my first 5 times. So congratulations. I'm super happy for you. Now we're going to see you all the time. Jen's going to be live all the time. Jen's on. Jen's on. Yaya and Jen. Sounds like a TV show. Okay, so what am I doing? I took a little bit of a break from Granny Squares. I have 2 more to go. And then I'll have enough for my tote bag. But what I am doing is I picked up some of this, I call it Hudson Bay. It's not, if you've heard of Hudson Bay, you're Canadian. Well, there's Hudson Bay, the actual bay. But then there's also a department store called Hudson Bay in Canada. And it's got some really pretty colors in it. And so this has a little bit of yellow, has a little bit of blue, a little bit of red, a little bit of green. And I don't usually do colors like this. So I had a bunch of these because these went on sale for $4 at Walmart when Hudson Bay closed. Unfortunately, the department store closed. And I picked up like 20 of these. I went a little crazy. So I picked up those, and like I mentioned to you, somebody had asked me to make them a granny square blanket. So I picked up some of these colors to go with it. So there's a red, a blue, a green, and I never get yellow or gold, or I guess this is kind of a mustard color. And I don't ever get these kind of colors. And I wanted to do something different. It literally says mustard. It's ketchup. Is this ketchup? I will just die laughing if this is ketchup. What is this? It's cranberry. Cranberry and mustard. Kind of reminds me of Ronald McDonald. Remember his whole costume and stuff? Anyway. Yeah. So I am just going to work on those, and while we're doing that, let's see here. Let me just catch up. I just want to, you did a great job, Jen. You really did. Jen, please put your YouTube channel in the chat, please. Oh, I don't have, Barb has this thing on her channel, Funchella, where you put the word fire hydrant in and it automatically populates a link to people's YouTube channels. I don't have that set up yet. And let me see if I can find Jen's channel and link it for you, because I don't think I have the permissions set up yet. Trying to figure out things one day at a time, right? There's Jabber Jen. Now let me go to her actual
Hey, Tiger.
channel. Oops, I can hear her.
Don't do that.
And my mouse
Look
is...
at me, pretty.
I swear.
Hey.
If I didn't have technical issues, I wouldn't have issues, period. It's funny because at work, people, I know this is going to be funny and laughable, but people actually come to me for technical help at work. Here is, I believe, Jen's channel. There you go. And I will fix that so Funchella and Barb can go ahead in the future and link inside my chat too. I just have to figure out how to do that. Jen will probably figure it out before I do. Sarah, you know I'm a sucker for a mustard color. But when you're looking at it, Sarah, I think of it as gold, a gold color. But yeah, you do like your yellows. It does look like McDonald colors. It does, Gabby, doesn't it? And by the way, Gabby, I got your picture that you sent me and I posted it on our website. So it is on there now. Let me get you a link to the website and you can check out your picture on the website. And if anybody else has a picture that they want to put on our website and get featured, just let me know. You can send me or actually go to that link, horizoncrochet.com, and there's a section called From the Hook. And there's a little button that says Get Featured. And you can upload your picture there, and then I can put it on the website and show everybody. Just food for thought. It looks really cute, Gabby. It really does. It's like a little girl. It's like a... Are you making a whole series of those, Gabby? Or was it just a one-off? Jen, you can absolutely be a mod for me. Let's see if I can figure it out as fast as you did. There it is. And there you go. There you go, Jen. Go ahead and say something. And you should be all set up now. So Jen's going to teach me all about this YouTube stuff. So what is everybody working on today? Anybody got a specific project they're working on? I am just going to put a couple of rows on this. I didn't get off work until too long ago, so it's a sleepy kind of night. There you go, Jen. You're all set. The doll is a character I designed back in high school. And over the years, I've been developing her character and looks. I just wanted to try and make her 3D. That is amazing, Gabby. Did you also draw her? Or write a story? We love all kinds of art here. Hey, Kathleen. Kathleen's in the house. Party can start now. So when you do a corner in your granny square, do you do half and then go all the way around and then do the other half? Or do you slip stitch across to one of the gaps? I'm just curious. Fancella, I'm just working on my hexagon squares. Very nice. Gabby, yeah, I draw her all the time. Nice. Right now I'm working on a capybara plushies that are going to a children's hospital this weekend. That's amazing. How many have you made, Gabby? Hi, Debbie. I do half, as in, like, how are you? You're half a Debbie? You're only half a Debbie? You're not a whole Debbie? Or am I totally misinterpreting that? Kathleen, I do have... Oh, that's right. I asked a question. Squirrel, I'm telling you. Jerry and I could totally be sisters in a different life. Okay. I do half the corner and then finish at the other half. That's what I do. Kathleen, Debbie does half. Gabby, so far she's made 2, but the goal is at least 10. Wow, that's awesome. Half at the corner. Okay, I guess I'm not as odd as I thought it was. I thought most of the videos I see, and that's usually how I learn little pieces of crochet, is from watching other YouTubers do video tutorials, and it seems like a lot of them slip stitch to the next gap. And so I was just curious what you pros, what you experts do. Gabby says they're not that big, so they don't take that long. They just need to pencil in the time. Very nice. That's cute. I know. Kathleen, I was hoping somebody would let that go, you know? I was like, nobody's going to mention that. I just totally called Debbie a half a Debbie. But no, there's Kathleen. Oh no, not a half a Debbie. Hi, Kathy. How are you? I've seen you around lots of places. Kathleen, hi, Funchella. Gabby, I've never done a granny square, though they seem fun, though. I only ever learned the basics and jumped straight into amigurumi. See, amigurumi is what got me into crochet, and then I found granny squares, and it's been over since then. Just totally. Debbie says, I've seen it done both ways, but I prefer doing a half in a corner and ending in the other. Me too. And then doing half a table crochet join. Yep. That's what I like to do too. I won't cut you in half anymore, Debbie. I'm so sorry about that. Remember those old magic shows people used to do and cut the girl in half? It was just a half a Debbie. A little Debbie. Oh my goodness, I'm having too much fun with this. I'm the only one laughing at myself, but I'm having fun. Grandma says I do half the corner, then connect with a half double crochet. That's okay. Okay, cool. Gabby, if she's half Debbie, is the other half missing? This is a conundrum. We could go down the rabbit hole with this. Barb is definitely a half a barb. I could say that for sure. I'm just so excited about Jen. I can't stop thinking about Jen's first live. I think that's so exciting. I think she said she went to dinner, but and she did so well too. When I first jumped in, I was the only one in there with her. And I was about to go live and I was thinking, I hope somebody pops in. And there was Bon Bon. Da 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 da, Bon Bon, the hero of the night. So I was going to ask you guys, has anybody ever played Taboo? And do they like to play the game Taboo? That's another thing. I know some people like to just sit back, relax, and crochet. And then some people who like to play word games or trivia or questions. Jen, do you want to tell Debbie, the half a Debbie, what you did today? Please take the show. I can't wait to show you this square when I'm done going around this round. These colors work so neat together. And that's why I was like, if I'm going to, do some flashy colors, I'm going to do some flashy colors with some, flashy colors. Yeah, Jen did her first live today. She did it about 20 minutes before I went on live. She did a great job. think every time she says, I did my first live, we should all do the huzzah, hooray. I think my battery's dying. I think that's the problem in my mouse. I'm gonna have to use the mouse pad. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yay! Celebrate. Anything named Taboo just has to be fun. I agree. I agree with you. So Taboo, I found a game. Well, I didn't find a game. I mixed Taboo, now I can't say it right, with crochet. So you have to guess the word based upon how I describe a situation or a thing. And I'll do a really easy one. If anybody wants to play, great. If people just want to sit and watch, that works too. So the first one is, you probably own too many of these, but somehow your favorite one is always missing. You probably have too many of these, but your favorite one is always missing. What am I? Sounds good, Jen. A hook. Yeah, the half a Debbie got it. She's now 75% of a Debbie. Kathy, yep. Hooks. Crochet hooks. Yep. That was an easy one. I knew you guys were going to get that one. Scissors is a good guess. That's a good guess. I mean it. I think I should have named my show The Technical Comedy of Errors. Everyone is saying hooks, so I did it different. That's Barb. She's got to be different. There is no one like Barb out there. Yep, Fontella, hook. Okay, there's another one. This tiny thing saves your life and then vanishes the second you put it down. This tiny thing saves your life and then vanishes it the second you put it down. And see if I can clean this up a little bit because I can't see the chat. Kathleen, I know that's right. She's at 75% of a Debbie now. Ding ding, Sarah got it. Stitch marker. Yep, that's right. Okay, these are too easy, too hard. These are too hard. Okay. Here's one. This tells you what row you're on unless you forget to use it. This tells you what row you're on unless you forget to use it. Kathy got the last one. Kathleen got the last one. Finchella got it. Row counter. Yep. Sounds kind of simple, but at the same time, I don't know if I would have gotten it. Row counter. That's right. That's all right, Jen. You're going to get one of them here. Okay. Let's look for... knock Debbie because she didn't get that one and now she's back down to a half a Debbie? Am I picking on Debbie too much today? It's just so much fun. Poor Debbie. Poor Debbie. Okay. This is the thing you keep for no reason because someday it will become something. What is the thing that you keep for no reason other than someday it might become something? What is this one thing? Oops. Finish this corner here. Okay, so the question was, this is the thing you keep for no reason because someday it'll become something. And trying to look for the first one. Debbie got it. Debbie's back up to a 0.75. Ding, 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 Debbie. Kathy said whip. Grandma said yarn. Fontella said scrap yarn. Kathleen, Debbie got it, I think, and she's a whole... No, she's a 75 because she got docked for 25. Poor Debbie. If I keep saying poor Debbie, is it make it okay? Sarah, random yarn. Yep, that's close. Jen, I missed the question. Scrap yarn. You got it, Jen. Scrap yarn. Okay. I like this one. When I was looking at them, I was like, oh, I would never get this one. Let me make sure I read the right one. This is what patterns use to make you feel like you should have paid more attention in math. This is what patterns use to make you feel like you should have paid more attention in math. And I know that's the truth for me. I just found math just boring. I liked history. I liked science, social studies. But I was not a math kind of girl. Debbie, yeah. The steep curve going in here tonight. Debbie says gauge. Oh no, Debbie, you're back down to a 0.5. Debbie's back down to a half a Debbie. Kathy says numbers. No. Sorry, Kathy. That's not it. I'll read it one more time. This is what patterns use to make you feel like you should have paid more attention in math. I don't know if I should be given hints. Parentheses, close, measurements, close, numbers. I don't know how to word it. Grr. Right? Kathy be here, right? Bonbon says charts. Kathy says graphs. Stitch count. No. But I think Debbie may have come the closest. Okay, so this is what patterns use to make you feel like you should have paid more attention in math. You want me to say it? Or you guys want to keep going? Barb is so close. Barb is so close. She's so close. It's an abbreviation. Oh, is everybody going right now? Darn it, that was good. That one had me for a long time. That was a good one, ladies. Ruler, that would have been a good guess. All right. Here's another one. All right. This tells you what to do and can still somehow leave you confused. This tells you what to do and can still somehow leave you confused. Everything leaves me confused. Like, how did we end up with a half a Debbie? Okay, so the question was, this tells you what to do and can still somehow leave you confused. Jen says pounds. Deb says repeats. Francella says directions. It's close. What was the answer to the other question, Kelly? It was, oh, Kathy B here got it. Pattern. It's a pattern. A pattern tells you what to do and can still leave you feeling confused. Sarah, pattern. Yep, that's great. Debbie, I forget what we just did. What did we just do? Abbreviations. Abbreviation was the answer to the question. This is what patterns use to make you feel like you should have paid more attention in math. That was abbreviations. And patterns was, this tells you what to do and can still somehow leave you confused. Congratulations, Debbie, you're whole again. You're a whole girl. Isn't that what Pinocchio used to say? I'm a real boy, a real boy. Francella says, that's true. Barb says, ha ha ha, I thought pattern was for the other question and thought it was a stupid answer. Okay, let's see. This makes your project look more polished, and many people cannot be bothered to do it. This makes your project look more polished, and many people cannot be bothered to do it. There are so many things that I cannot be bothered to do. All right, so the question was, this makes your project look more polished and many people cannot be bothered to do it. Let's see where I am. Debbie says, I'm disputing the answer to the abbreviation question. You're a whole girl again, Debbie. Don't do it. Don't go there, Debbie. Francella says borders. So close, Francella. Debbie says border, so close. Kathy, border, so close. Sarah, border, so close. But who gets it? The knitter. The knitter in the room. Bon Bon. She's a knitter and a crocheter. It's blocking. It's blocking. It makes your project look more polished, and many people cannot be bothered to do it. Bon Bon, win-win. Chicken dinner. Woo, woo, woo. Kathleen said weaving in ends. That's a good point. Jabber Jen, ugh, why didn't I study more crochet class? Yeah. Bon Bon, that is so true, Funchella says. Y'all are doing great. All right, let's see here. This is what you start when you want something small and cute and then discover it's actually fiddly. This is what you start when you want something small and cute and then discover it is actually fiddly. Fiddly. Fiddly, fiddly do. Is that a real word? Is that a real word? Jen's just going to say border for everything now. She's like, one of these days, it's going to be right. Okay, I see the right answer. So let me go ahead and say it one more time. This is what you start when you want something small and cute and then discover it's actually fiddly. Amigurumi. Sarah. Sorry, Jen. Good job, Sarah. Funchella said amigurumi. Deb said beginning chain. Uh-oh. Are we gonna let Debbie stay whole? I guess we'll stop picking on poor Debbie. Jen said edges, border. All right, let me see. Some of these, with the group that we have in here, I know you guys are just going to get them just like that. This is the enemy you create because you were too confident. This is the enemy you create because you were too confident. I would never say I get too confident. I just get distracted very easily. Very, very easily. All right, I see the answer. So let me read it. This is the enemy you create because you were too confident. I see beginning chain. I said granny squares. Debbie can stay whole. Okay, Funchella. Just because yeah, Funchella gave you the pass. Jen, I don't crochet yet. We're working on you, Jen. Barb says a mess. Barb, you're close. Sarah, frogging. Yep, it's frogging. It's the enemy you create because you are too confident. All right. This is the relationship built on lies between you and your remaining yarn. I just love the sentences. This is the relationship you built on lies between you and your remaining yarn. Okay, so This is the relationship built on lies between you and your remaining yarn. Let's see, what do we have here? Jen says mistakes. Debbie says yarn barf. Jen says ribbit. Bon Bon got it again. Yarn chicken. Chicken chicken dinner dinner. Good job. Kathleen, I like your yarn chicken emoji. That's funny. I didn't know they had one of those. The project, plan, yarn chicken, yarn chicken. Good job. Okay, let me see. This is a single sentence that has ruined many relationships. I'm putting my own spin on this one. That's not actually the full sentence, but I think it's funny. This is the sentence that has ruined many relationships. 1, 2, 3. Chain one. I didn't chain one. I got too confident. I did chain one. It's just a really little one. That's weird. Okay, I see the answer. This is a single sentence that has ruined many relationships. Okay, let me rephrase it. This is a single sentence that has ruined many bedtimes. Sarah got it. One more row. Just one more row, honey. Just one more row. Just one more row. Good job, Sarah. I found another person. More yarn, Fonchella. Just one more row, Kathy. Okay. And there was one other one. I don't know if this person's still here or not, but I really feel like I need to do this one. This is a square that leads to making too many more squares. This is a square that leads to making too many more squares. There you go, Francella. Granny square. Debbie, we're almost there. You're almost there. Because somebody should have said Barb. Granny square. Jen, Kathleen, Granny square. Kathy, be here. Granny. Very good. Very good. Very, very good. All right. This is the outside edge that can take forever. This is too easy. Bon Bon, another one would be, shh, I'm counting. I love that. I love that. This is the outside edge that can take forever. A couple of questions ago, you guys were screaming this one at me. Border, border, border. Fonchella got it first. Debbie got it. Sarah got it. Kathy Be Here got it. Kathleen got it. Jen, fringe. That would work, right, guys? Fringe, border, fringe. In my little mind, I say that works. All right, let's go on to... This is the tiny measurement issue that can turn a sweater into a tent or a crop top. This is the tiny measurement issue that can turn a sweater into a tent or a crop top. I've got to finish this granny square cluster or I'm never going to get it done. Okay, so this is the tiny measurement issue that can turn a sweater into a tent or a crop top. Crop top? Not a crop top. A crop top. Crop top. Big difference. Big difference between the two. Oh, Barb would know this one. Debbie Gage. Debbie comes in and saves the day. Sarah Gage. Yep. Kathleen not counting. Kathy be here not counting. That's my life story. I hate counting stitches. Kathleen Gage, Jen Ruffles. I don't know, like potato chips Ruffles. All right. This one I feel like is really hard. This is the opposite version that hides behind the work and still expects respect. This is the opposite version that hides behind the work and still expects respect. I don't get respect. I'm curious if anybody's going to get this one. I'm sure somebody will. This is so much fun. I'm not getting much done, that's for sure. And when I go upstairs, I need to make 2 more granny squares. Oh, somebody got it. Let me read it one more time. This is the opposite version that hides behind the work and still expects respect. The collar? Nope, not the collar this time. The back post. Debbie got it. Woo, 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 Debbie. You're now 110% a Debbie. Jen, no idea. That is so vague. I have no clue. Sarah, that's cute. Repeat again, please, Funchella. Oh, okay, I'll read it again. But Debbie got it. She got it pretty fast. I'm surprised. I was like, nobody's gonna get this one. The question was, this is the opposite version that hides behind the work and still expects respect. I don't know how you got that, Debbie. You deserve to be a whole girl. That was good. That was a good one. All right, and this is what happens when you stop working in rows and the project becomes a never-ending spiral of trust issues, like my life story. This is what happens when you stop working in rows and the project becomes a never-ending spiral of trust issues. finish this corner before I... What in the world am I doing? This is why I should not crochet. But I refuse to give up. I refuse. Okay, this is what happens when you stop working in rows and the project becomes a never-ending spiral of trust issues. Debbie knows her crochet. Yes, she does, Funchella. Funchella got it in the round. She was the first one. Debbie in the round. Sarah working in the round. Kathleen in the round. Debbie working in the rounds and not marking marking your beginning stitch. Yep, that's me. That's me. All right. Here's another tough one. Another tough one. This is the top part you are supposed to work into unless the pattern decides to be creative. This is the top part you are supposed to work into unless the pattern decides to be creative. I'll read it again. This is the top part you were supposed to work into unless the pattern decides to be creative. I don't see the answer yet. See, I'm counting. I just don't count until I mess up and then I make myself count. Okay, I see the answer. So, this is the top part you're supposed to work into unless the pattern decides to be creative. Front and back loop, no. Bonbon starting chain, no. Well, no. Kathy B here, front post, bonbon, top loop. It's the top loop. But I would say the starting chain is that not kind of the part top loop sometimes too, but you're the same person, so you win no matter what, Bonbon. Winner, winner. Kathleen says, I would say the top V of the stitch. Yep, the top loop. That's it. All right, I'm going to do one more. And then I have been called for dinner. Let's see. Let's see if I can find a real doozy. A real doozy. I like this one. Oh, wait a minute. It says the answer in the question. I don't like that one. Okay, this one. This is the number on your tool that you've forgotten 5 minutes after starting. This is the number on your tool that you forget 5 minutes after starting. This is almost a question for Barb After Dark. You guys hear that? It's not going to make that noise now that I want it to. Hook size. Debbie got it. Sarah got it. Kathy B here got it. It's your hook size. Hook size. Crochet hook size. Kathleen got it. I'm famous for looking at it once and then putting my project down, picking my project back up, somehow leaving my hook behind, then trying to remember which of the gazillion hooks laying around was the one I was using for my project. Yep, Funchella, it was hook size. That's right. That was right. So I wasn't keeping track because that would have been pretty hard to do with all of you and be fair about it, but who feels like they had the upper edge? Anybody? I think you all did really good. You too, Jen. And you don't even crochet. Size does matter. All right, ladies, thank you so much for being here. It is time for me to go. Got Barb After Dark, totally different live. If you're around at 9 p.m., Grandma's Crochet Corner. I have no idea why that is so hard for me to say, but Grandma's Crochet Corner starts in an hour at 9 o'clock. And she does some crochet. She does a little bit of everything, and she is real as real can get. And Jen, congratulations on your first live. And Gabby, if you're still here, love the pictures. Thank you for sharing them with me. And Debbie, thank you for being such a good sport. I appreciate you. Thank you, ladies. Sarah, I will talk to you soon. I have something exciting to tell you. I know, isn't it? I'll tell everybody, but not today. And this is not a teaser. It's not. It's really it's not. Where is my mouse? Why is it doing this? Okay. Bye. Appreciate you.